Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for tonight's main event. 12. Round 1 of 12. Good block by Jake LaMotta. Ortiz's punch didn't come close. Teddy, I assume many times in your career, you were instructing a fighter that was going to face a fighter who just had the longer reach, flat out had it. What did you tell him? What did you try to cement in his head leading up to that fight?
You know, sometimes you get caught up when you're fighting a fighter with those great, outstanding physical attributes like tallness and height, reach advantage. You start to think that only one way is the way to go. You got to force yourself to work your way in. I remind myself and I remind my fighter that you can step out and make the taller man give up his height. Walk him into traps.
Halfway through this round, and Jake LaMotta digs deep for that uppercut. Unable to connect by Jake LaMotta. LaMotta's knowledge of the game is showing through. 3 ways to defend. One of them is to block. He did it there well. He had his eyes set on the uppercut, but was unable to land it. And that's the end of round 1. Ortiz is missing punches. I mean, there's just no way to sugarcoat it. His accuracy isn't there.
And there's a reason for it, Joe. His punches are the wide variety. And wide punches, guess what? They don't find the mark. They're not accurate.
No, he missed that right. Right hand downstairs.
Good job.
Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. LaMotta's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Good way to protect the midsection. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Body shot lands. It was the right. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Solid uppercut.
Use your feet.
Teddy, I'm sure so many times you've been approached on the street by guys who say, yeah, I can fight. I've fought a little bit. What's the biggest difference you've found through the years with the guys that think they're tough and the guys that are really in the gym?
Well, when they're out in the street, somebody's going to usually stop it, or you're going to pick up something, you can hit them. You don't have that, of course, in the ring. And also, maybe the most important thing, Joe, is you're not mad. You know, getting mad is like somebody getting a drink in them to open up and all of a sudden start talking. You get mad and you go after what you're mad at. You're in that ring. You don't have that. You don't have that scotch, so to speak, that you can shoot down and get those muscles going.
Ortiz is going with a quality that I think is very underrated in boxing. That is to be judicious, to really think about when, how, and make the most of each thing you're doing. His punch rate, very, very effective in terms of his percentage landed.
Yeah, he's throwing educated punches. You know, he's not wasting anything. He's making everything count, but just as importantly, everything's leading to something else. You know, he's working a body one moment, and that's leading up to some head attack later on. So he's planning everything out like a smart fighter, a guy that understands the sweet science.
He needs to improve the accuracy a little bit. That was comical by Jake LaMotta. Blocks the headshot. Comes right back at him with a left hand. LaMotta's missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. 90 seconds to go here in this round.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunching.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're in control in there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. LaMotta's giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away.
You gotta let your hands go. You have to. You have to be busy. This guy is beating the shit out of you. You have to throw 3 or 4 punches in a row.
Ortiz is ahead on Teddy's scorecard as we take a peek at those scores for the first time here today. Round number 4 just underway. After 3 rounds, he finds himself up just a round, but nothing really to pull away early on. Right to the head with that right. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Get out of the way from the punches. Move your head.
Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Ortiz is easily winning this fight just based on his hand and foot speed. He's getting in and out with ease.
And what his opponent needs to do is control range so he gets it down to where his opponent is shadow boxing. Yeah, he's got fast hands, but it doesn't matter if you're not standing in front of him to use them. Right now, he's standing in the wrong place.
90 seconds to go in round number 4. He just missed that shot up top.
Hey, you got some of that too. Let's go. Get him. Ace yourself.
Oh, what a whiff by Jake LaMotta. Defense easily turns into offense. Blocks a blow, sends an uppercut.
Work the body, kid.
10 seconds to go in the 4th. Jake LaMotta is able to avoid that punch. And this round comes to an end.
Let's finish this. Keep going, keep going. You're doing great. Let's keep working out there. Don't save anything. Let it go.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Solid counterpunch by Jake LaMotta. Fires right back at him. Jake LaMotta's hit by a counterpunch there. Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go. He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range, know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
Unable to score with the hook. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. And he returns on that exchange. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like, going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark. What a big shot. Right to the head and right to the canvas.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Ortiz is rising back up. That takes some guts. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Ortiz is doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. LaMotta's head movement is really a factor in this fight. I mean, who would have thought it? Just one of the aspects of defense could be such a big key to this fight right now.
Yeah, it is, and his opponent right now is not making adjustments. Matter of fact, he's starting to drown himself because he's going more and more head hunting, and the more he does it, the more he misses, the more frustrated he gets, the more tired he gets. He needs to make a change. Downstairs to the place that's not moving, down to the body.
That's what I want to see.
He got hit, but he sends it right back.
Whoop, whoop.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
Guard your head.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round. Very accurate work with a hook there after fine defense. End of the round. So he scores the knockdown and now heads back to his corner. Teddy, do you ever have to calm a guy down after he scored a knockdown?
That's a really great point, because a lot of times that can be the turning point, but not for your guy that scored the knockdown, for the other guy. Because sometimes when you score a knockdown, you start to think it's going to be an easy night. And you forget what you knew when you came in. That wasn't going to be an easy night. You're going to have to bring all the tools out of the tool shed. And it's important to remember that.
Ortiz is coming out to fight this round after being knocked down in the previous round. Teddy, any idea, do you think he's recouped enough here?
Well, we're going to find out very quickly by looking at his legs. You're going to look downstairs just like you look downstairs in the basement of a house to see whether or not those bricks are in place, or whether or not some of the mortar has kind of disappeared and the bricks are a little loose. You want to see if those legs are stable, if they're firm.
Oh, you see him with the left of the head there? At the halfway point of round 7. Back and forth exchange. Good return fire that time. Double jab there by Jake LaMotta.
Jab, jab.
Not able to land the headshot. Good exchange. He fires back.
Yeah, good work.
10 seconds to go in the 7th.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful. That was fucking amazing. I want another round like that. This is your fight, okay?
Jake LaMotta has been the more effective fighter. He's doing damage, he's winning, he's scoring well. Your scorecard reflects that as we start round number 8.
Yeah, he's doing it the old-fashioned way. He's outworking the other guy.
Oh, you're doing great.
Double jab by Jake LaMotta. He missed with that headshot. Ortiz has got to find an answer for this because his accuracy has been well off the mark. I like the fact he's willing to throw, but he needs to land more.
Yeah, he needs to calm down and think more.
He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. The halfway point of round number 8. Not getting it done with that straight right hand.
Watch that. Watch that.
Took a shot, now he gives a left. That was a miss by Jake LaMotta. Oh, what an uppercut from Jake LaMotta. And we come to the end of the round. LaMotta's well conditioned to the realities of this harsh business of boxing. But even though we know what we've seen out of some ringside scorecards through the years, I'd be shocked if everybody doesn't have him ahead in this fight right now.
Yeah, but never be shocked in this business because you never know with these blind judges sometimes. I hate to say it that bluntly, but time and time again, you just get shocked when you hear the score at the end of the night.
Jake LaMotta blocks a punch. LaMotta's jab on the outside, that has really been the difference maker here, hasn't it, Teddy?
Yes, it has. But the most important thing is, you know, everybody says, hey, just use your jab, you control the outside. Hey, jab's a great weapon, but it can be very dangerous. You throw it from a little too close, you could get countered with that right hand. He's throwing it at the perfect distance, getting full extension on that punch.
Big left hand from Jake LaMotta. LaMotta's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Hey, keep your hands up.
Ortiz is proving to be elusive. Little head hunting with the left. Boom, left hand comes home. Oh! Oh, and now the real test. Can he get up after going down a second time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ortiz's corner has to get to work now. That bell couldn't have come at a more opportune time. He was getting rocked in that round.
But now in the corner, they have to bring him back. They have to revitalize him because, believe me, there might not be bells going off in his head right now, but there's plenty of noise.
Targets his opponent after blocking a shot. Unable to score with the uppercut that time. Ortiz is sticking to his game plan, regardless of the fact that he's been down in this fight.
Yeah, in one breath you could compliment him for it, Joe. You could say he understands who he is. He understands his identity. He's going to win or lose with that. But on the other hand, there are some changes he has to be aware of.
To the head he goes with a left hand. LaMotta's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination. Big, big shot comes crashing home. That was a big shot that floored him, and it's a big shot that may end him right here.
That looked like the great pitcher, Great Maddox, his sinker ball. Boy, it went down quick.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, He's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Nowhere close that punch by Jake LaMotta.
Come on, keep focused.
Scores big with the hook to the head. Oh, what a left hand. Well, oh, that's gotta hurt. Can he make the count? I don't think so here, Teddy.
Now I know where they got that saying, falling like a sack of potatoes.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. The fight is over. LaMotta's in prime form. Power surge here. Knockout winner.
Your winner, the Crawford, Jake LaMotta.
So here we are late in the fight, just coasting along, and then that happens.
And that's exactly why it happened, because he was coasting along. Everybody was comfortable. Everybody thought nothing big's going to happen. We're going to wrap it up. And that's when something like this does happen.
I'm Joe Tessitore for Teddy Atlas saying thanks for being with us and enjoy the rest of your night.